She said, let's say I ate an apple. I made a blessing over the geffen, the wine, and then I ate also an apple. Al ha'etz. Dear women, then you say the bracha al geffen, Ma'ayan Shalosh. You say al geffen, but the etz you say Borei nefashot, because the etz is not part of the 5 fruits that the land of Israel is blessed with.
Even I did not say bracha rishona.
You say al ha'etz.
Al ha'etz, I ate grapes.
If you ate grapes,
so
this is a different question. Wait.
Yeah.
This is now another question, a good question. I wanted to say that, and she's saying it before me. Dear women, if you ate one of the 5 fruits that the land of Israel is blessed with, for example, grapes, date, fig, pomegranate, and then you ate an apple too, or you ate a pear, okay, or kiwi you ate, it's important. Then you say the blessing of the fasted. You say that the one part of it, which is al ha'etz, over the tree, and you do not say Borei nefashot, because you said al ha'etz, it includes all of the fruits. Do you understand? Do you understand? It includes all of the fruits.
Even apple.
Even an apple, of course. אפילו שזה לא חלק. מאחר ואמרת על העץ, כבר... only if you ate one of the 5. Shh. Dear women, only if you ate one of the fruits that the land of Israel is blessed with. For example, you ate grapes and you ate an orange juice, okay? You ate orange and you ate grapes. Then you will say al ha'etz. You see al ha'etz. You'll say over the tree, okay, al ha'etz, which you have, it's one of the 3 fasted blessings. You say that, you do not say Borei nefashot, because it includes, because you said al ha'etz, it includes already the orange. But if you did not eat one of the fruits that the land of Israel is blessed with, you should say Borei nefashot. Everybody understand?
Yes.
Because it's not one of it.
Understand.
Okay. Let's continue.
Repeat it 10 times already.
Okay, that's good, because until everybody understands. Let's continue. You do not bless if you did not eat anything that you ate. If it's not kezait, if it's not kezait, you do not bless. Wait, I'll give something about Seudat Hamelim. את חייבת, אוקיי. God bless you. God bless you, בלי נדר שבוע הבא פורים. Okay, God bless you. Okay. Dear women, listen. Shh. If you did not eat kazait, you know what kazait? You remember I told you it's approximately 30 grams. If you did not eat kazait, you did not say bracha achrona. You did not say neither ala michya or ala etz, and you do not say Borei nefashot. Do you understand? If you did not eat kazait, if you did not eat 30 grams, that's why. If you ate like half kazait, if you ate like 15 grams or 10 grams, eat more in order to have the merit of saying the blessing to Hashem, to thank Hashem for what He gave in front of you, okay? To remember Him. Now, dear women, what about drinking beverages or wine and everything? You have to drink riv'it, which means a quarter. If I translate it, it means a quarter. It means approximately 86 milliliters. Only if you drank like a quarter of a cup, okay? It goes through between 86 to 133 milliliters, okay? Cc. Wow. So if you drank riv'it, then you have to have a blessing. So you'll ask me, okay, I'm drinking tea or coffee, okay? This is Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. I drink tea or coffee. So what happens? I drink it a little bit. I do not drink the whole amount, because it's hot beverages. We drink a little by little. If you drank it little by little, and it's not in one drink, you did not, in one bliya, you did not drink like a quarter of a cup, you do not say the after blessing, you do not say Borei Nefashot.
Espresso coffee does not count, that means.
Wait, I'll explain. But in order to have the merit of the blessing, okay, Mishnah Brura, which the Chafetz Chaim wrote, says that it's better to leave as a quarter of the glass, a quarter of a cup, a hot drink, to leave it in order that it will be a little bit cool, and drink it together in order to have the merit of making the blessing, reciting the Borei Nefashot. Do you understand? Okay, Mishnah Brura wrote Chafetz Chaim. זכותו יגן עלינו. זה הכל, כן.
Even if we drink little by little.
Yes, the first blessing you have to say. But the question is about the after blessing. So the after blessing, the Oraita, by the Torah, God says, Ve'achalta, ve'savata, u'berachta, which means you should eat, you should be satisfied, you should be full, and then you should bless. God said that only when you're satisfied you should bless. But the sages said, no, you have to merit Hashem and to recite the after blessing, even if you eat kazait, even if you eat only 30 grams, and you did not finish, you're not satisfied, still you should bless Hashem for what He gave you. So in order that when we drink coffee or tea, that we will have the merit, it's a merit, it's chuyot, it's written for you, it's one of the things that stands for you in heaven. Okay, when we are in the next world, those are all the blessings they gather, all the blessings that we did. So they stand for us in heaven. So in order to have the merit of it, you'll wait till the hot drink is a little bit cool, and you have the amount of at least 86 milliliters cc of beverage in order to drink it and to say the blessing. Okay? It's important. So let's continue. Another thing. If you eat...
price is mezonot, but Borei Nefashot, right?
גם מזונות זה 30 גרם את צריכה שיהיה.
No, but
כזית.
when you say, you don't say Alam Nefashot for...
Wait, I will explain. Yes, a good question. Rice. Dear women, over rice... Dear women, over rice we say the first blessing is mezonot. Rice we say mezonot, but the after blessing is not ala michya. The after blessing of rice, it's important. The after blessing of rice is Borei Nefashot. Write it down. It's an exception. Rice, you say mezonot. You bless over mezonot with rice, but the after blessing is Borei Nefashot. But what happens is our sages say,
Why
our sages, because it's not enough, even if you leave, it won't be 30 grams. So listen, what do they do in order to gain the merit of saying Ala Michya? In order to have the merit of saying Ala Michya, okay. In order to have the merit of Ala Michya, listen very carefully. Usually what our sages used to do is to take a piece of cake. After you ate rice, you finish eating the rice or meat, what you had in front of you, they take a piece of cake, they say mezonot, and then they can say Ala Michya. You understand?
You still say on the cake mezonot after you eating rice?
Yes. It doesn't include rice.
You said mezonot.
Why are you saying the rice
mezonot?
If you finish the meal, and then you eat a cake, and you say mezonot, you didn't think of eating the cake, you're not mechaben over the cake. You say mezonot. Why? Because to have the merit of saying Ala Michya achar כך. Understand? Mezonot by קיצור בשולחן ערוך, okay, by Rabbi Yosef Karo, זכותו תגן עלינו, is Borei mezonot. Rice is Borei mezonot.
Why?
Because rice... Because it's accept, and why? You know why? Because they used to do from rice, flour. Why don't they used to make from rice flour? Why do the Ashkenazi do not eat rice on Pesach? Because of that. they used to make out of rice flour. We don't know it today, so it's very weird for us. But rice used to be ground until it was, powdered.
Still now I'm using the rice powder.
Okay, so you understand why it's mezonot.
No,
So they used to make out of it cakes and things out of ugate ores. So because of that, they say mezonot. That's why rice is mezonot. Pasta בטח שזה מזונות. Pasta is mezonot. מה?
What?
כן, בספרדי we eat. We don't have this problem.
Why? You always eat rice.
Yes,
Right?
eat rice.
We don't
I know. It's a minhag. And minhag is like Torah. I know, and minhag is like Torah, so you have to do exactly the minhag that you have in your house. Dear women, let's concentrate. So I told you about the rice. Still mezonot, because our sages said that this is mezonot. We cannot go over their words. So this is mezonot. There's a kavanah after everything. Yes, it's a grain. That's why it's mezonot. It's like 5 of the 5 grains that we spoke about, like barley, like wheat, oats. Okay, dear women.
One thing I should add, I don't know, is the thing which one it gets more when it's the boiled. Rice is getting bigger, it gets more, right? Right? Wrong?
No, it's right. It's right.
Should not eat the parcel.
Yes.
It should not, nobody should eat the parcel.
Oh, no, it's a minhag. Everybody should do the same as the minhag that their forefathers did. So the Sephardic do eat rice.
We're doing rice.
I know that Georgians do not eat rice and the Ashkenazi do not eat rice.
How about you?
We do eat rice. Yes, Yemenites should eat rice. Yes, because if our forefathers that were wiser than us knew that this is okay to eat.
Wait a minute. One thing, just let me understand. If they will run and we had nothing, very, very little, and we did these things and on the hot stones, and that's why they suffered, we suffer for the week. Which one I don't consider as a suffering. In America, we don't do the Passover that it should be, but the rice on top of it, no. It's my understanding when I was grow up and when I was raised with my father, grandfather, and with my grandmother, it's never. We did not even use the sugar first 4 days for the high house days. Because the heat is
Yes. Sorry? Okay, so let's concentrate.
До 12 будет
אבל גם אורז זה מנהג. אורז זה גם מנהג. זה מנהג. ומנהג זה תורה. כן. הנה, like for example, corn. You don't. But there's also minhag that they use corn.
Yes.
So
even the corn flour, see, that one is rice also. We don't.
okay, so dear women, that's a minhag. Listen, a minhag in Israel is Torah. Let's continue, dear women. Okay, let's continue. Let's concentrate. Yes. Yes. זה מזונות.
When we boil, we have to say mezonot.
מה זה Well, if it's a liquid, you say shakol. You say shakol if it's liquid.
If it's like oatmeal porridge in the morning, you do the
So this is shakol. If you eat it, it's already boiled. They say that they're boiled. It depends how you prepare it.
It's solid. It's not liquid.
If it's solid, it's mezonot. But if you like, they say that they boil it with milk or something and it has to be shakol.
But it's not liquid, it's solid. It's not
After that,
after you cook it, it becomes solid.
if it's become solid, it's mezonot. If you eat it like this, it's rice. Yes. Okay, dear women, let's continue. Shh, it's important. Okay, let's see what I have to tell you over here. Okay, please pay attention. If you forgot to say Ala Michya, the three blessings, shh, the after blessing that we said after Mezonot, or after shh. If you forgot to say the blessing, you have 72 minutes after you ate that you can say Zman Ikul, Shiur Ikul. You remember I told you it's Sha'ah v'chomesh, which means you have 72 minutes in order to say that. If you did not say that during this time, then you cannot say the blessing. Do you understand? You have 72 minutes to say the blessing. If you did not say that, you cannot say the blessing. Another thing, if you threw up everything that you ate, you do not say Bracha Achrona. You understand? Because there was no Shiur Ikul. There was not enough time to digest the food. If you threw up, you did not bless Bracha Achrona. It's important. Okay, a few more things. Just a minute. I think I had another thing that I wanted to tell you. When you say even the first blessing before we finish with you understood the after blessing, okay? A few more things just to finish it. I would like to tell you, before you say the first blessing, don't forget to hold what you are blessing in your right hand, okay? It's good to hold it in your right hand and to think what kind of blessing you should say, and then say Shelo yeh atzira by the name of God and the continuation of the blessing. So you won't have the before. Yes, I'm adding on a few things that I wanted to say for the first blessing before you eat. Okay, hold it in your right hand. Think about the blessing that you have to say before you say, because when you say Baruch Ata Hashem, you shouldn't stop. You have to continue. You shouldn't have a psek. Okay? So think, if it's a la'etz, if it's a banana, it's a porei pri adama, what you have to say. It's important.
Yes, but I heard like you need like to think inside your head like something between like
Не сложнее.
no,
When you say Hashem's name, she usually
between-
stops.
yeah, like just insert like your wishes or like blessing for some person who needs, for example.
Usually you say that before you think before the blessing, and then you say בכדי שלא יהיה הפסק בין שם השם להמשך.
You need like to say like smoothly without.
Yes, without stopping, it's that's how it should be. You should say the bracha without stopping to think about it. If you have that's what you're going to do with Sudat Amenim. We are going to say blessings either before the blessing, Borei Ha'etz or Mezonot וכולי, or after, which means בסעודת Amenim, I will say it after. We'll say the blessing, and then I will say another blessing for all of us, and we will put all the names of everybody in the blessing.
No, like when you say the blessing itself, like for example, Borei Nefas,
Borei pri Ha'etz, for example.
okay.
As Baruch Ata Hashem, Borei pri Ha'etz. You shouldn't stop.
She usually said like that, Baruch Ata Hashem, then she stops and thinks.
Just inside my head, I did not say loud.
No, I know. This should be before you, to think about the blessing is before you say the blessing.
They said you have to concentrate, you know, some people say you have to concentrate.
Concentrate before you say the blessing. You want to bless yourself with something? Concentrate and then say the blessing, the whole blessing. Okay? Okay, dear women. Another thing. Like I said, you are not allowed. Once you said the blessing before you eat, once you said that, you have to eat immediately. You're not allowed to speak to anyone. For example, if I said Baruch Ata Hashem Borei pri Ha'etz, immediately eat after that. There's no hefsek. Do you understand? Because if you stopped and said something to someone, it's like you mentioned the name of God in vain, and it's a big sin. Okay, this is one of the sins that you cannot wipe from yourself.
Oh my God.
Because you're not allowed to mention the name of God in vain, so it has to be fully. Let's continue. Another thing that I wanted to tell you. Oh, listen, when we cook, okay, when we cook and we want to taste, so what do we do? Do we say or we don't say?
No,
Wait.
we don't say.
Can I say Shakot?
Okay, wait. If we taste, that's it. So Shulchan Aruch says, את אוהבת את התבשיל, אם צריך מלח.
Less than 30
When we
grams.
taste it, in order to see if we need more salt or more seasoning inside, it's written like, וכיוצא באופלתו. If you taste it and you took it out of your mouth, אינך צריך לברך, you do not bless. But if you swallowed it, then there's a suffix, there's a doubt. That's what's written. There's a doubt. If you have to say or don't say, because we didn't think, it's the first blessing. אם צריך לברך כיוון שהוא בולע, או שאינו צריך לברך כיוון שאין כוונתו לאכילה, which means, why there's a doubt? Because you swallowed it, but there's a doubt because you did not mean to eat from it. You just wanted to taste to see if you need to put more seasonings. Wait. Then it says, לכן ייזהר שיכוון, listen, לכן ייזהר שיכוון ליהנות ממנו בתורת אכילה ויברך עליו ויבלע. Which means if you want to have the merit of the blessing, you should have a kavanah that you're going to enjoy what we are tasting. If you have a kavanah of enjoying what you tasted, even if it's not for eating totally, then you do the blessing, the first blessing. Not the after blessing, because it's not kazait. It's only the first blessing. Shakol, because it tastes, yes.
For example, if you're doing the ground meat and you season, can you taste it? Or there is a certain rule you should not taste it? Raw meat.
אני לא יודעת, את יודעת מה? That's a good question. I didn't think about it. I never tasted raw meat. I cannot taste
I saw it. Our grandma used to salt it and everything. They put it like that.
But she did not taste the meat. But she did not taste the meat. But she did not taste the meat.
She does like that.
But she did not put the meat in her mouth.
No, it's just a girl.
Listen very carefully. Raw meat, we are not supposed to eat raw meat. We are not supposed to eat. I never heard the question. It was the first time. But I have to tell you, usually like... אבל בצק זה לא בשר חי, זה לא אותו דבר, זה לא בשר חי, זה לא בצק, זה לא מה שאת לוקחת מהקעה שלי. Listen, dear women, listen.
Yes.
Okay, we'll speak about it there. Okay, I'll tell you what she told me now, and that's I know because also my mother she puts her hand, but she does not take the meat. That's the flavor. Like a flavor does not eat the raw
She doesn't
meat
eat
because
it.
you
She
do not
just taste it.
you do not eat raw meat.
But you know, like what I'm doing, I never like try like. But when I just cook some stuff, like soup, for example, I actually take 1 spoon. I just say bracha, and that meat like it's like should be tasty all of the soup. You know, it's like I give.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. You have a kavanah of enjoying all of what you have in front of you.
And I
Then
have
you're saying the first
last
blessing.
question for tonight. If you are doing the Shabbat, if you are preparing the Shabbat dinner, and for example, someone came very, very hungry, and he could not wait until the Shabbat dinner, can you feed them with the Shabbat dinner?
Yes.
Without the most?
Yes.
It's a mitzvah.
It's a mitzvah.
Even if
Because someone told me that when you finish the cooking for the Shabbat, you have to open up the tops and you have to say, this is for Shabbat and this is
everything
for
you cook for Shabbat, you should say, I told you already. This is for Shabbat Kodesh. Everything. Sheba is a tavlin shel Shabbat. Everything. But if you don't have anything else in the house,
No, I mean you know what, the fresh prepared, he wants that one.
They want that.
so את יודעת, כאילו מתוך דרך ארץ, you should give out of it.
You will be.
But you should see that it's blessing.
When you shop before Shabbat,
Yes.
you have to say also
בטח לכבוד שבת קודש. You know, it's a merit to say about everything that you shop for Shabbat, everything you do for, when you dress up for Shabbat, לכבוד שבת קודש. לכבוד שבת קודש. Everything that we do, it gives you a merit, everything that you do. Now another thing, if you drink, if you need to take pills, do you say the blessing, the first blessing, or you don't say? Wait. It says, האוכל או שותה לרפואה, if you drink or eat to be healthy. אם הוא דבר מותאם ונהנה ממנו, which means if it's a thing that you enjoy it, it has good taste, and you enjoy it.
I don't think birth control takes
מברך עליו.
Young lady, what we should take except the birth control? 4 children, enough.
Okay, dear women, if it's a thing, this is from Shulchan Aruch, let's listen. If it's a thing that you enjoy it, and it has good taste, and you enjoy it, מברך עליו לפניו ולאחריו, בברכה ראויה לו, which means you bless before and after the blessing that needs to be said. Okay, שהכל בבורא נפשות, for example. ואפילו דבר אסור, if you had to eat something that is not kosher, but you have to eat it to get well, you know, there's a special halacha that says if it's for health, because it's סכנת נפשות, you're allowed to eat it. It says, כיוון שהתורה התירה לו אתה, because the Torah gave him a permission to eat in order to save his soul, it says, צריך הוא לברך, he has to bless. ואם הוא דבר מר, if it's something that is sour, you know, it's sour, שאינו נהנה ממנו, that you do not enjoy it, אינו מברך, you do not bless on it. השותה ביצה חיה, he who drinks, you know, a live egg, that his voice will be good, you know, egg that is not poison, raw egg. He who drinks raw egg, אף שאינו נהנה מטעמה, even though he does not enjoy its taste, כתוב מברך עליה, has to bless, okay, שהכל, yes, has to bless already. Okay, dear women, listen. I have a few things, please, it's very important that I will tell you that.
I'm sorry, if the
Yes.
doesn't have does have something that is not kosher, like gelatin or
This is the question.
can take it or not?
If it's a must by the doctor, which means you cannot get healthy without it, then you have to take it. This is by the Torah you are allowed to take. If it's a must, you cannot get healthy without this special. The doctor said, this is the one that will... And after you spoke to your rabbi, you have to say Shalat Chacham. You have to also say, if it's something that is not kosher, but the doctor says you have to eat it because this will make you healthy, and you're very sick, you go to the rabbi, you ask Shalat Chacham, you ask him and tell him, this is what the doctor told me, and he said, this will make, what will make me, Bezrat Hashem, healthy. Am I allowed to take it or not? Then the rabbi will find it as an alternative, okay, by the Jewish products, but if there isn't, he will allow you to do it. But you have to have a Shalat Chacham, you have to ask the rabbi too, okay? And now listen, dear women, another thing. If something is stuck in your throat, and you have to take bread, or, you know, like a bone, and you have to take bread, or you have to drink water, do you need to bless before you take it, or you don't bless? Listen there's also a halakha for that.
Take it off.
נכנס לו דבר בגרונו ושותה, I'm giving you everything that can happen in life, so I try to gather everything. נכנס לו דבר נכנס לו אדם בגרונו ושותה, I'm giving you from Shulchan Aruch. That's the Jewish laws, okay? ושותה משכין או אוכל חתיכת פת, if something is stuck and you eat a piece of bread. And you also drink something, או שאר דבר שנהנה ממנו, that you're going to enjoy, צריך לברך לפניו ולאחריו, which means you have to bless before and after. But this is not when you're going to die, you're going to choke, it's not a אבל אם הוא שותה מים, but if he drinks or eats something not for enjoyment. You know, sometimes it's not stuck that you're going to get choked. Okay, it's not sakanat chaim. It's not a danger of life. But you feel that something is stuck and you're taking, then you have to bless. But if it's a matter of life and death, of course you drink it, you don't, or you eat the piece of bread without the blessing. Okay? Now another thing that happens to us. We started eating and wow, I remembered I didn't bless. What do? I remembered I didn't bless. הכנסתי משהו לפה, I started eating, שתה והכניס, שחט והכניס החליל לתוך פיו ולא ברכה. If it's something that even if you take it out of your mouth and then you say a blessing and you'll put it again in your mouth, you won't have the goal. You won't. You say, oh, you know, you can't eat it. Then you take it out and you bless. Listen, you understand? Like for example, an apple. You put it. You can take it out.
You don't want to take it out.
If you can, why? Because it's written, my mouth should be full with your blessings. So not with the food, first with the words of blessings. So you take it out and you bless and you put it in again. But if it's something, well, you can't take it out because then it will be disgusting and you can't eat it again. Then what you do, you put it in the side of your mouth and you say the blessing. You understand? You put one side of the mouth, you say the blessing.
Okay, if you swallow
Wait. I'll give you everything. מסלקו בפיו לצד אחד ומברך עליו, which means you move it to one side of your mouth and you bless over it. I'm talking about the first blessing, you understand? Not the after blessing.
It is the right or left side or
doesn't matter.
If you don't have time in the front beginning, on the end.
But you know what? Every time it's better to put it on the right side because it's mercy, kindness. Okay.
Either one.
That's what I want to say. Sorry. Wait. And let me finish and that's all. Wait. ואם הרע לו כן, אבל אני מביאה לכם שולחן ערוך. It's a big marrying. You do not understand. Every halacha that we're speaking right now, you have points with Hashem. Every halacha, every Jewish law now that we are studying, you gain a merit from Hashem for it. So listen carefully. And it's written, ואם הרע לו כן במשכין, what happens when we drink? We can't put it on one side and you can't speak. No, you see, כשנכנס אדר מרבים בשמחה. So now we're in the Chodesh of the month of Adar. It's good to laugh. It's good to be happy. We should be more happy in the month of Adar. Yes.
One small question. Like when I came, like girl asked me, like I already like choose some stuff, and should
I'll come to it. Okay. Listen. And so it says kacha. If he drank, שאי אפשר לסמכה לצד אחד, you cannot put it on one side and you cannot take it out. You cannot, it says, listen very carefully. Azai, אם יש לו עוד משכין, if you have more in the cup that you are drinking, you have more of it, יפלוט אותו לאיבוד, which means you can take it out, that it will go in vain, כלומר לא צריך אותו. You won't drink it again, just take it out of your mouth, and then you bless and you drink from the cup that you have more of it. Yes.
When you're in front of the people, you're going to spit it out of your mouth?
Yes.
No, it's never.
And if you can't,
She said don't go.
if you swallowed it, you did not have any choice, and you swallowed it, then say Bracha Rishona, the first blessing, okay? Then say, because if you didn't have, swallow it and say the first blessing. But you should remember to do it, because the best merit is when you remember before you start eating. So if this happened to you, this is the Yetzer Hara. So ask help from Hashem that God will bless you, and Be'ezrat Hashem will help you the next time to say it at the beginning. Will remind you. Say to Hashem after you did the blessing and you continue to eat. Say to Hashem, please God, remind me at the beginning, and God will remind you. Don't worry, because it's next to us all the time. I think I think this is the things that I wanted to say. I would like to say another thing.
Iris, I have a question. Like, you are with your friend and you just, drinking, or you have a guest or something, and you just give a one tea or, yes,
Listen to
coffee
her.
or the tea, and you do want to say bracha, and then you say that you can't have on the table the goyish together, but sometimes you work together and you just drinking tea or coffee. So what
You should say the bracha. The bracha you say.
Doesn't matter.
No, concentrate on the Shem and say the bracha. Dear women, wait, let me finish up. Wait, shh. A few minutes. Let me one thing to say. Dear women, I would like to remind you.
Don't say like loud, like the God name, because they're going to remember. But
I would like to remind you, the first blessings, I would like to remind you the sgulot that they give us, the first blessings. Shh. I would like to finish this lesson with the sgulot that we have, the merit that we have with the first blessings. When we say mezonot, okay, mezonot, wait, I'll write it over here. When we say mezonot, the sgula for mezonot is parnasa. We have the merit of parnasa. When we say mezonot, Borei mine mezonot, the first blessing, we have a merit for parnasa. When we say gefen, we have the merit of zivug, which means getting married. Borei priya gefen is a merit, is a sgula, to get married, to bless people that need to get married. When we say etz, borei priya etz, I don't know what happened to the pins. When we say borei priya etz, it's for zera bnei kaima. Zera bnei kaima, which means children, the women that need children. Borei priya etz, because the tree has fruits. This is children, zera bnei kaima. Okay? When we say adama, this is refuah, briut. Adama, when we say borei priya adama, this is a segula to be healthy, because the first human being was created from the ground, from earth. That's why adama is for health. When we say she'akol is for everything, kolel hakol, for everything, because everything was created by the words of Hashem. She'akol nisa bidvaro, everything was created by Hashem. That's why she'akol includes everything. Tshuva, yirat shamayim, zivug, which means getting married, getting healthy, parnasa, she'akol, everything. When we say besamim, when we bless over the besamim, hadas, the smelling, about Dala, when we say besamim is for yirat shamayim, the fear of God. Besamim is for yirat shamayim, it's a sgula liyirat shamayim.
Can you say like bracha besamim, like Borei besamim?
When Borei say besamim, you say lo priya mitzvah. Ze etzei besamim or minei besamim. Etzei besamim, when you have hadas, that comes from a tree.
I like this smell. I just try to ask like what should I say?
Ze etzei besamim. Ze etz. Okay, minei besamim, that's perfumes. Okay, minei besamim. Sorry? But usually you smell the bossem. It doesn't matter, it's minei besamim. Yes. Next lesson of laws, Jewish laws, I'm going to speak about it. Birkot hareach. We are going to have a special lesson for that. We're going to speak about the laws of smelling and perfumes and everything, how it's blessed. So we're going. This is
that
after.
Means that you have to bless before you spray.
You'll see it can. No, I will explain it. When you go. when you go to a store of perfumes, you do bless because you enjoy the smell. You come in and you enjoy the smell.
Sometimes you give me headache.
Okay, dear women, I would like to bless all of you. Yes.
When you said about, you forget about blessing and you start eating. For example, if you swallow already, but you continue eating, you did not finish, you can bless again?
No.
Okay, if you swallow.
No, you start eating, for example, cake, and you did not bless mezonot, you swallow already, but you have this cake you did not finish, and you can bless, right?
Yes.
And continue to eat.
But that's why you have to ask Hashem that you won't have such a mikre, such a case. Ask Hashem to help you that next time you'll remember to bless in the beginning.
Okay, other question.
Yes.
You said about raw meat. What about raw fish?
To taste it?
Sushi.
Sushi. Oh, you're right. That's something else. Fish and meat is not the same.
Yeah, but I asked, raw fish we're allowed to eat.
Yeah. Dear women, wait, I would like to bless you. Sit down.
Bless.
I would like to bless all of you. שבעזרת השם יגיע המשיח צדקנו במהרה בימינו אמן. אליהו הנביא זכור לטוב יגיע מבשר בעזרת השם. לעולם ייפרד אדם מחברו בדבר הלכה יחיד ורבים הלכה כרבים. God bless you.